Hello everyone, my name is Kikela Wale. This platform is for all aspiring developer who is ready to learn programming or transition into the tech industry without wasting time or getting stuck. There is such a great deal of excitement and financial reward in tech, and people really want to pursue careers in the field. The problem is they just don't know how or where to start. The following are three very specific steps you can follow to successfully transition to a tech career if you find yourself on the same boat of how or where. Number one, identify your why. In the absence of a motivating factor, you will have difficulty maintaining any momentum you build in life. Ask yourself, why do you want to transition to a tech career? Is it for a higher salary? Is it because of the hiring demand out there? Do you want more flexibility? Do you want more geek cred? Is a tech guy, she's a tech babe? Or because you want to work remotely? Ask yourself. If you have a specific motivation, write it down somewhere. Write down somewhere you can see it all the time. Whenever things get tough, because it's gonna get tough at some point, and you feel like giving up, you have a written reminder to motivate you. Write down your motivation as well as your short-term and long-term goals. Documenting your goals will help you track your success throughout the rest of the process. Number two, identify your options. Choosing a career path in tech can be very confusing due to its broad nature. Everyone around you has a different idea based on what they do. And by the time you realize it, you have at least 9 or 10 options and nothing is done. What should you do now? To begin with, you must know yourself well. It is critical for you to determine what drives you and what interests you. This will help you narrow down the field of options to what might work for you. Talk to people in your network who are pursuing those career paths and find out what they do. Ask them questions. Ask them, is it possible to summarize what you do in a few words for me? Or you can ask them, on a typical day, what tasks do you perform? Ask them, is this job suit for your personality, since you know them? You can use those questions to determine whether each role is suitable for what you're looking for. Your list just got smaller if you do not feel motivated to try that role based on the responses you get. 3. Choose a tech path. Having gathered information about each role, the next step is to choose one. It can be difficult to choose between so many options. Making a selection will help you reach your goal, but failure to do so will definitely hinder your progress. You should listen to your inner self. If you don't know which role to choose, in your heart, you know there is one specific role that speaks to you. Don't forget that you can always change your mind. You can decide to try another role if the role you select on has not to be ideal. The only suggestion I have is for you to give the role you select a serious try before you move on to the next one. Alternatively, you can select 2 roles with similar requirements and start with one. In the event that it does not work out, you can just move on to the next position. It is because they are related and you can easily transfer some of your existing skills to the new area. Obtaining skills. Education certification is the first step. Learning relevant skills is crucial when transitioning to a tech career. This is unavoidable. Once you've selected a tech area that interests you, you need to research the skills needed in that field. Once you have a list of skills, develop a plan for how you will acquire them over time. Make a list of skills you need to acquire in the short term and those you need in the long run. Choose the best for yourself and start learning.